in my honey, it's in my milk. Don't leave my house.
Hey guys, Lyndsey here. You are watching BPM, coming at you from Sunset Sounds 2011, and hanging out with me are Aaron and Bryce from the National. Welcome to Australia, guys.
Thank you.
Sympathy, 'cause I don't wanna get over you.
So is this your first trip to Australia?
We were here in the winter of 2007, 2008, so it's
it's
the
been a
second
while.
time. Yeah.
It's been a while. From the get-go, your very first album, I mean, it got rave reviews straight off. So did that kind of make you feel like, okay, we've hit a home run first go. Now we've just got to keep getting better and better?
Well, I mean, oddly, we've always had strong critical reception, but it took a long time for us to actually build an audience. Early on, we never really benefited from being trendy or having hype. The way some bands, like Interpol, who's playing here, their first record just exploded. For us, it's been this really kind of steady, slow climb. Although maybe in the last 3 or 4 years, it's jumped up quite a bit. But I think for us, it was always, we got really used to having to earn our fans and to kind of convert whoever was there. So whether it was 5 people or 500 people, early on we just figured out how to do that. So maybe that's how we learned to play live. Was just, if you're playing for a really small audience, you have to somehow convert them. But really, it took a long time.
Your most recent album, High Violet, was by Q magazine, called the best album of the year, and it only came out at the end of last year. So that's a pretty good accolade to have.
Yeah, we were surprised to get that. I mean, Q, I think, is one of the more mainstream English magazines, so that was exciting. They had an award ceremony, and we were there with like Florence and the Machine and Plan B and these very kind of mainstream big radio acts. So.
Yeah.
Stand up straight at the foot of your...
There are 2 sets of brothers in the band, and then Matt, your singer. Does Matt ever feel a little bit left out, like, oh, I need a brother or a sister in here?
It's funny because Matt's little brother Tom he's a filmmaker, and he's been sort of touring with us and making a sort of documentary and making all kinds of little videos and stuff. And so now there really are 3 sets of brothers on tour. He's kind of like this anti-hero foil of Matt, like the complete opposite.
So tell me about A Skin a Night, because that was a doco that was made when you guys were recording Boxer. So what was it about that particular album that made you think, oh, I want to make a documentary about the recording process of this particular album?
We have a friend, Vincent Moon. He was just visiting us in New York and had this idea to film us in the studio, and it's interesting because the film is kind of torturous to watch in a way, because as you see us just struggling, there isn't a lot of momentum. It's like there's just, at that point, we were hitting a wall creatively.
We tend to have a kind of image of a kind of miserable, gloomy band or whatever, and I think that film didn't help matters much. So
Right.
a lot of the stuff we've been filming with Matt's brother Tom is more lighthearted and kind of the funner side of being in a band.
Now let's talk a bit about your charity work and politics. You guys are huge supporters of Barack Obama, as everyone should be. The man's amazing. And I read that you performed at a rally before he spoke. And have you guys ever actually had the pleasure of meeting the President of the United States?
We have met him, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, I'm really jealous. What was that like?
I mean, I'm sure for him, he probably finds it annoying, as everybody, it's hard, when you meet someone that special, and that important, you get so excited, it's hard to maintain your cool,
Yeah.
So we were all, just really excited to have the opportunity to talk with him for a few minutes. But we really believe in him.
Yeah.
And Barack Obama used Fake Empire in his presidential campaign as sort of a soundtrack, although not the lyrics, it was just the music.
Yeah.
And that was really honored.
Well, yeah,
we were
what an
humbled
honor.
and honored that he did that. Although I doubt he had anything to do with it. It was probably some videographer.
But still.
Never married.
And then tell me more about your charity work for AIDS. You guys have raised so much money and awareness for the cause. So tell me more about the organisation that you guys have and what you're doing.
My brother and I produced a record called Dark Was the Night, which is an AIDS charity record that we raised money for an organization called the Red Hot Organization, and it featured 31 artists, many of whom live in New York. So artists like Grizzly Bear, Dirty Projectors, Beach House, but those are just to name a few. And so far, we've given away over $1 million numbers, but I think in the end we'll hopefully get to 2 million. And we have plans to do another one, hopefully, this year or next year, so we'll see.
So cool. Well, I can't thank you guys enough for having a chat. I'm going to give you a high five for High Violet.
Okay.
So, high five, high five. Guys, the album is High Violet by The National. I'm hanging out with Bryce and Aaron here at Sunset Sounds 2011. Go buy the album. Guys, enjoy your set and the rest of your time in Australia and safe travels home. Thank you so much for changing BPM. It's been an honour.
Thank you so much.